question time, and I don't mean a tent. How many cool ideas that you can invent? Bring your creations into reality. Indulge in your deepest insanity. Keep it original, no need to raid. It's the start of the Pitch Parade.
Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Pitch Parade. Today is all about the day right now, and that is Halloween. So I have three people here. They're going to be pitching 5 pitches each to me. Oh, you can't see all my fingers. There we go. 5 pitches each to me. And we will be then, I will be giving out points for each of those pitches. And whoever's got the most points at the end becomes the Pitch Parade champion. We're going to keep doing that until we have 3 brand new champions, and then there will be a big champions Pitch Parade. But for now, let's introduce you to our guest, the first guest that I have here. I have Atoy Foxy.
What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? I'm Atoy Foxy. My mic didn't work real quick.
That's okay. Is there anywhere people can follow you if they wish to, by the way, Foxy?
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, that's all we're getting. That's fine. Okay. And the next guest that we've got here is a regular on the channel. Everyone probably knows already. This is Dysfunction.
Hi everyone, I'm Dysfunctional Dis. You can find me at Dysfunctional Dis at Twitch and Instagram. With 2 S's.
With 2 S's. So, and then now we've got the final guest, and the final guest that we've got, it's the first time even I've seen her on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Doilet. You're still muted, Doilet.
I'm sitting here talking away. Toilet, aka Toilet. I don't really have anywhere you can follow me, but I am on Discord. So
awesome, absolutely awesome. So this is the group that we've got for today's Pitch Parade. I despise the fact that I'm the bottom right corner, but that's just me being self-centered. As I said, we have got 5 pitches today. All of these guys have gone away. They have written up their best forms of pitches, except one person came in without one of the pitches, and they're currently writing it, so I'm going to let them go last on that pitch, just to give them some time to catch up. And I won't even say who it is. Isn't that right, Dis? So, sorry, I've made myself laugh too much. So let me get the questions up. In fact, it's quicker to go in through here because it is the first question. Okay, so I'm going to start on. Let's start with Doilet. For the first ever pitch.
It's the start of the Pitch Parade.
So Doilet, the first pitch that we've got to do today is to pitch a brand new Saw movie. So what have you got for us?
okay, so in the original Saws, Jigsaw's philosophy is always teaching them the value of life. So my pitch is kind of the complete opposite. So it starts off with all the former victims of Jigsaw using a counseling or a counseling app, and they're all communicating with a counselor, and they're divulging all this trauma that they've gone through, and next thing you know, they wake up in an insane asylum, and all of them are together. And instead of that philosophy of valuing their life, they actually have to compete against each other to prove why their life is actually better. And while they're in there, the person who had been counseling them the whole time, who's the new Jigsaw apprentice, is also playing, but they figure it out near the end that they all have this app in common. So it kind of ties in like today's technology and like your ability to communicate and get help through your phone, but also brings you right back to that trauma that you had. So that's my pitch.
Okay. So that was a good pitch. Thank you. I didn't think about the psychological aspect because Saw is such a psychological film, right? and I hadn't thought
Yeah.
about the psychological aspects towards like what happens with Jigsaw. I really like that in-depth psychological like twist that you've got there going on. I like the idea that they're all valuing, like, having to basically now say why their lives is worth more.
Mhm. Yeah, like they have to basically damn themselves to prove why they should be the one get to live. So
And what's the resolution at the end of the film? Does the counselor that's now Jigsaw's apprentice be the one to get out, or
no, they essentially kill him at the end when it gets down to the last few and it finalizes everything. Like there's no more Jigsaw. The last couple whose essentially lives are worth more than everybody else. They figure out that this person is the one behind everything, especially their counselor, the one person they've been confiding all their trauma to is about their experience with Jigsaw. They eventually kill him.
sweet? That is a solid pitch. Do either of you two have any questions, or are you happy to move on? I see no from Foxy. Dish, you'll have to give quite a big head movement because you're a virtual person.
Yeah, she's being dumb. I don't know why she's looking up.
She means her virtual person, not you, Doiler.
Oh no, that's
Why are you
okay.
looking at me?
Trying to get me.
You're looking
So-
at me.
I'll look where I want. I fixed her though. But no, good job! Yay!
Sweet.
Thank
Okay. So if there's no other questions, let's move on to the next person to give me a pitch for this. So that's going to be a Toy Foxy to give this a bit longer to write if she needs it. A Toy Foxy, what are you doing for your Saw movie?
Well, it's basically the every other story of Saw movie. I didn't think it all the way through after I wrote it down, or until after I wrote it down. Saw movie about a priest killing sinners in the name of Jigsaw. Just that one of the survivors became like the leader of the cult, but that kind of already worked. But an actual church where people who survived get into it, that's already done. So I don't think I should go further, because only after I wrote it down did I realize, wait, this has been done before. And by like the first survivor of the first movie. So I think you should just skip over me. I'm sorry, Diz, for not giving you extra time, but like a priest doing that where it's all like medieval torture devices, not like all super futuristic or complex like they are now. Just like the four horses tearing somebody apart, or trebuchet or something like that. So I don't know.
Okay. So the twist is that it's like the original film, but with a priest, is what you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, and medieval torture methods. I thought about doing an Amish guy, but I don't know why Jigsaw would aim for Amish people. I don't know.
Because they value their lives more than normal people, because they think they're doing better by living to the classic ways. I think that actually works really well if it's an Amish guy. Kind of fits his MO.
The only thing that ran through my head was this Amish-looking guy who had did that, the puppet on Jigsaw.
I could just
They
see
had
an
that
Amish
face.
guy just like setting up shop though. He's like, well, if I've been trapped here, I might as well just live here now.
Um,
Yeah, has anyone else got any questions about that one?
No, it's
Please.
really good.
Sweet, right. So there's only one person left to go, and that is you, Dis. So what have you got for a pitch for a Saw movie?
Okay, so in one of the Saw movies, there was the two guys in the bathroom, and they have to go through a puzzle to get out. And all while this is happening, it is also getting live streamed to one of the man's wife and daughter, Dr. Gordon's wife and daughter. Anyways, the daughter gets so messed up in the head by this, and as you guys know, I've never seen a Saw movie, so I didn't know that there was an apprentice. So the daughter basically just rips off what Jigsaw does and becomes Jigsaw as well. So she kidnaps different people. She doesn't really care about making them value life more. She wants other girls and other kids to feel what she felt having to watch her dad go through this. So she is just snatching men with kids her age when this happened to her. So she will have more people who understand the trauma, and she will create a support group for people who have been through traumatic instances to their fathers. And that's what I came up with.
Okay, and how does it resolute at the end? What's the ending now?
So I think what the ending would be is that the support group is convening, and they're all talking, and the daughter just sees that her plan worked. She has people to talk about her experience with from her point of view. So she starts looking for her next group of victims, and she locks on to this one really nice guy with really cool children, and she's just stalking them to find the perfect place to get them to go into a next movie.
Okay. I mean, I definitely have questions about what with some really cool children means, but other than that,
Like they're geniuses or something.
okay, really smart
Like-
kids.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say,
Well, not
I don't know.
prodigies in different aspects, like a chess genius, a baseball genius,
In, in,
different prodigies of different.
in my head, you're just gonna have the kids be like, "Yeah, that's rad," and like that's them showing that they're called kids.
Leaning against lockers, like, yeah, I'm so cool.
clarify. You want
Honestly, cool kids are
your
scary.
girl's gonna kidnap all these
You
men,
must have grown up in a
traumatize the
different kind of
kid-
school.
children, just so that she has a group.
She does not kidnap the children. She kidnaps
No.
the dads.
Kidnaps the dads, but to traumatize the children so that she has people like her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's kind of
Because, I mean, I Googled and was like, oh, a daughter had to watch this. Oh, if that was my mom, I would not be okay. If it was my dad, it'd be fine.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have a question, Dis.
Go
I'm
on-
coming at you
Go
there,
on,
Pug.
Foxy. Hey, whoa! I'm doing nothing here.
Dis,
Foxy
have
has
you
a
ever-
question.
Have you ever played Dead by Daylight?
Once I'm terrible at it, as Pug.
I can vouch.
Yeah, the apprentice is a character. So I'm just saying, apprentice is a character in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, she didn't
Big.
see that character. She played it once with me and never went back. So
I actually want to play. I want to play, but I don't have any more questions. It's pretty good concept. I like it.
okay. So I think the only question I've got after all three is, Foxy, are you changing your priest to an Amish guy? Because that does affect how I feel about this. Is
The
it
original idea was just some Amish guy, but it's a priest. That's my idea.
so an
but
Amish priest is the
I-
idea?
The original idea was like a medieval times kind of torture stuff, but I couldn't figure that out, so I just decided a priest. So that's probably my.
Is
look at my other,
Is
yeah,
it a
that's probably
priest,
my
an
worst,
Amish guy, or an Amish priest? Which of those three is it?
I'll go with C, all of the above.
Okay. So
Uh,
I think I have got the points here figured out. So I'm going to give points. First place to Doilet on that pitch. I really like the reverse psychology of it. I think it was really cool. What did I actually have written down? In fact, I was gripped by yours. I didn't make notes, so I actually afterwards just put counselor reverse psychology. But no, I really liked the idea of like, yeah, them being in there and like the apprentice actually being amongst them as well. We don't regularly see Jigsaw be amongst the group. I think we've seen it like a couple of times, but not like as a major thing. I really like that idea, and I like the idea of bringing all of the survivors together because there should be a support group for all of these survivors of Jigsaw because he is a nutter. So yeah, I really like all of these ideas. So that's why I'm giving you number one. Yes, Foxy.
Yay.
There are a couple support groups in the movies. In fact, the guy in the first movie that survived, who becomes the actual apprentice throughout the whole movies, it's revealed he's in some of the support groups. He ruins a couple. Just saying.
Either way, I really liked it. You're still muted, Doilet, for sure. But yeah, I'll give Doilet first place. So Doilet has just got 3 points. In second place, I'm gonna give it to Dis. I really enjoyed the idea of someone else's psychology coming into Saw. So like we always see Jigsaw's psychology, but seeing his daughter that's missed her dad's psychology and then like what she wants out of these things as opposed to what her dad tries to get out of these things, I think that's really cool. So yeah, I 100% I'll give you second place. And then Foxy, I'm going to give you third place. Honestly, if you just went with Amish, I probably would have given you a few more points because I really like the idea of them just being like, well, I guess I live here now. So, so right now,
that crack house where the apprentice joins the people, that's where the Amish person would thrive.
A crack house?
a crack
Yeah.
house.
So the guy you said, his daughter, you're talking about the guy's daughter. That guy becomes the apprentice that's secretly revealed to do everything else. But the lady that becomes the pig, she joins a bunch of the Saw people in a crack house. She's used to do drugs, and
Amanda.
there's
Her
a
name was
key.
Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda. There's a key in a big pit of syringes, used needles, and they throw her in to find the key.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah, I've
it's
seen
a
that,
crack
yeah.
house basically. Rundown. Yeah.
I enjoy that bit.
Oh,
That's where the Amish person would thrive.
I have never seen the Saw movie, so I didn't know.
You know,
I've literally came
Here.
up with 2 in the span of when I realized we also had to do this one to
this
before I pitched. And they were so similar
I'm
to
going
both of yours. I was like, oh no, it's gonna sound like I'm copying them. So I'm glad that the one I went with didn't sound too much like Toilets, because I think the only aspect was that there was a counseling session. But the second one was literally just the Saw movies back in like
Yeah, I thought of doing it back in the medieval ages, but it wouldn't work, so I had to change my mind.
I don't
But
understand why it wouldn't. It would
this,
just
I'm
be
gonna-
a dude killing people using
Because-
torture devices.
Because back then you didn't
Seriously,
have
I
to
think
keep
the
it a
torture
secret.
Devices would be better. Yeah, yeah, that it would be very open.
it would
yeah,
be a
just,
public
no.
games like the Hunger Games, like
Yeah, like nobody will miss them. It's
Yeah.
okay.
exactly.
I mean, if they live
this,
in a
I'm going to send you something.
oh no,
I'm
I'm
going
scared.
to send you. It's basically a breakdown of the Saw movies. I'll send it to you. And,
Kind of needed that earlier. I don't need it now.
Well, just to be prepared for the future of referencing Saw.
It's the start of the pitch parade.
So for the second question, we have got I want them to pitch me a brand new Halloween movie. Not from the franchise Halloween, just in general. A general Halloween movie. What I want to do to mix it up, we're going to reverse the order. So Dis, you're going first.
Okay, so my pitch is I did not come up with the title. I guess you could call it Halloween Mayhem. I guess. But anyways, it is about these groups of teenage monsters. They live in the monster world, which is adjacent to ours. So it's basically a parallel world that runs alongside of ours. And so the day before Halloween, they want to sneak into the human world and just cause mayhem. So they are just running around different places in the human world. So with a different the group is of different monsters. And so they are going around the human world and just causing chaos wherever they go. And they meet this one human kid, probably around 16, 17, who is just a drifter, a runaway. And the human kid is just not happy with life because they are a homeless teenager and life sucks. And so by the end of the movie, this human kid that they met at the beginning is still with them. And it is Halloween. It's almost November 1st. They have to get back to the monster world or they will be trapped in the human world and lose their monster's ability and their appearance. So they would become human and no longer be what they once was. So they now have to find where they entered the human world at, which was in some woods somewhere. They don't exactly know where they are. They didn't care. They just wanted to cause mayhem. But now they have to get home. And so as they find the way back to the monster world, the human and the monsters are saying goodbye, but no one wants to say goodbye. So like the leader of the monster group, he's like, you know what, you're coming with us, and just takes him to the monster world with him. And the ending is just the human becoming a monster at the end. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think it's probably more of like a Disney Disney Channel version of like a Halloween movie. Would you agree that it probably works best at like a Disney level?
Probably. It could just be any kid's Halloween show.
Yeah, yeah. I liked it a lot. I was making notes throughout that. Uh, it's pretty much
I
just
like
notes of what you
Halloween.
said. Yeah, no, I think it works really well. I really like it. I like the idea that in the end the kid gets to go and become a monster by going there. I think it sets up great for a sequel of like the kid realizing that being a monster isn't great, or one of the monsters deciding that they want to stay and become a kid. But I think that works great. I really enjoyed that. Has anyone else got any questions for that? It's a no.
It reminds me of Scary Godmother, and it's pretty good. I like that.
God! That is what I based it off of, kind of, because I love that movie the most.
I forgot that movie until a couple years ago, and I rewatched it last year. Both movies, and they're so good.
I watch
The
it.
CGI is terrible, but it's good.
I watch it at least once a month.
Okay. um,
Zero
on.
clue what you're even talking about.
neither do I. Don't you worry. You're not on your own.
It's like
Okay. Okay.
it was on Cartoon Network. And it came out the day I was born, Halloween, in the early 2000s, and it's like this little girl gets scared by all these monsters, and she goes to find all these people, or she goes
No,
into a haunted house.
no, sir. You
So
are
she
telling
hangs
it
out.
wrong.
Huh?
That was wrong. She was a scaredy cat little girl, and her cousin is a menace to society and is forced to take her trick or treating. And so they take her to this haunted house and they kind of throw her in, and she gets really scared. And then her scary godmother shows up, and it's like, hey, you shouldn't be scared. We're good. We're cool. We're nice. And she then goes to the scary godmother's house and meets other monsters and becomes friends with them. And then she gets back at her menace cousin.
But that is an already made movie.
You know,
So
I
I'm
was
gonna
going to go
I'm
in
gonna
that
move
much
past
detail.
that. I'm gonna move past it because that's a made movie, and we're here for original movies. We're here for an original pitch. And Foxy, you went second last time. You'll go second again. So it's time to hear your original Halloween movie.
How original are we talking? Because I thought of one for Batman horror movie.
I will allow it, but you will definitely be docked points on it. It should have been original. But let's hear what you got.
Oh, I didn't realize that. No, it's like Batman horror movie with there's pretty scary parts of Man Bat. Like the whole first half is about trying to capture Man Bat while he's terrorizing the town, but eventually Batman figures out there's something going on because he starts hallucinating, and it gets more terrifying with Scarecrow as the final I guess boss would be a good term. But okay. I may have
Have you not got more for
maybe
that?
docked some more points next. No, like, well, it's just a basic concept. I didn't go too far into detail. It's just that it starts off like the cold open is Scarecrow coming into Kirk Langstrom's lab and accidentally making him accidentally drop a vial and become Man-Bat and start terrorizing everything. And Scarecrow grabbing some more of that vial, start terrorizing the town with his fear gas, and just yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Has anyone got any questions for that? I personally do not either. There wasn't enough detail for me to question, but
I know.
I do like the
told you
idea.
before. I can't.
Oh, he's frozen. I
I
do like the idea, Foxy. Don't get me wrong. It's just
just
hard
thought
to
it'd be
question it.
cool, but
Yeah, it's just hard to question it when obviously there's not as many details to question on.
I
But
told you I don't think I could go to 5 minutes with these.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's jump on to Doilet and hear her original Halloween movie.
All right. So it's going to be called Harvest Moon. It's about a small town that's famous for these harvest festivals that they hold every year. But this year is different. This is like once in 80 years where a blood moon rises and it awakens something that was long lost, like thought to be no longer a problem. It's a scarecrow, like deity that arises from the cornfield, and it's seeking descendant of the towers. And then a group of teenagers realize that they're the descendants, and they have to figure out a way to not only stay alive, but to end this deity permanently so that it never comes back.
Okay. So, there's got a group of teenagers. What age teenagers are we talking here? Are we talking like the 18, 19? Are we talking like
Yeah, like 17 to 19.
cool? Because that sort of like clarifies whether it could be a Disney show, whether it could be like a mainstream horror movie, in my opinion, right? I think it
Yeah.
works well as both, and it depends on the age of the kids as to whether it works better in one area or the other.
I guess
Uh,
we could bump it up to like early 20s. This way, you can have more of a rated R feel to it.
Yeah, because then you can add in some like cuss words. You can add in
Yeah.
a lot more gore, and I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
No, I like the
Yeah.
idea that like he's rising from from the fields. Scarecrow's just like going around trying to hunt down some kids. I think it's got that real potential, for that like Iki kind of like moment as the
Yeah.
Scarecrow turns his head towards something, or I think you got a lot of good cinematic shots you can use with that as well. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone else got any questions for it?
So is the Scarecrow God like based off of Jeepers Creepers?
No, but I was just thinking about that now. It's been forever in Jeepers Creepers, but not kind of similar, I guess. To go away with like the look.
I'm talking about look, not
yeah,
the
the
movie.
look.
I don't
No,
remember the
get
plot of
away with
Jeepers
the look.
Creepers.
I think they were driving a car. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure Paul Walker was in it. That's all I do remember. No, kind of the similar look, but like more scarecrow style, like large, scary, mean looking.
Okay.
Yes.
Foxy, was there any questions?
Skinhead proportions.
Bigger head than body,
Just
but
comment.
like it's
Great
gonna have
pumpkin
like,
shell right out of the pumpkin patch.
but it'll have like a burlap clothes. What they would have made a long time ago. You got to think this is the first thing rising in over 80 years, so it's gonna be old looking. It's gonna have, clothes made out of burlap and stuff with actual straw.
Okay. So, I have looked at all three pictures, and I've got to figure out whose I would like to award most points to. So, I think we already are aware of who's going to come in third, but there's still 3 questions you can catch up on with these, and that's going to be you, Foxy, just because there wasn't much detail for me to be able to grip onto. So it is between.
Told you I wouldn't do 5 minutes.
Yeah, he says that in the bedroom too.
But I'd also like to say, I thought
he's just straight up missed that.
we could do any Halloween movie, and I thought we were question because I did make a new creature for a movie.
Whoa!
Oh.
Let's leave that there for now, Foxy. Let's leave that there for now, and let's just ignore my great burn on you. So, Toilet's still laughing.
I'm just frozen in space. I won't move. Look at that. I'm moving so much, and she just won't move.
Okay, so
I know I should just look up.
So points wise, I think I'm gonna give Dis the 3 points and Doyle the 2 points, and obviously Foxy the 1 point. I really enjoyed the fact that I think there's a potential for a sequel out of yours, Dis. Whereas Doyle, I feel like the resolution of your movie is very much they need to fix it, and that's the point of the movie is that they fix it. So I feel like there's less potential for a spin-off. Otherwise, they just look like idiots. Like It, when there's It Part 2. They look like idiots because they thought they'd fixed it and then they hadn't fixed it.
Yeah, but to be fair, it was never meant to be a movie. It was a book that was made into a TV series.
True. Okay. But yeah, so that now means that we have a joint first place currently. And we have them Foxy. So
The girls are dominating.
he likes it that way. But there's sorry, I need to stop burning him like this. But yeah, you guys are on 5
I'm
points.
the youngest brother of 7. I'm used to it. Okay, go as hard as you can. I'm used to it. Like
Yeah, but
He
the
also
best
says
part
that in the
is
bedroom.
it
years of
goes
even
right over
crazy
your
for me
head.
like that.
But yeah, you guys are on 5 points. He's on 2 points. It's still everyone's game to play for because there's only 3 points in it, and you could get that in a single question, right? So it's still everyone's game to play for here. So let's get ready for question 3.
It's the start of the pitch parade.
So pitch 3. What I am looking for here, guys, is a Halloween special for a Disney animated movie. So any animated movie from Disney, I'll include Pixar to that, and I'm looking for a Halloween special movie for it. Or even if it's a short special, like Toy Story did one where there was like a 10-minute one. Foxy's showing me his hot dog. It's a bit crazy. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for a Halloween special of a Disney animated movie, and we're going to start with Foxy this time. So Foxy, tell us your Halloween special for a Disney animated movie.
So Mickey Mouse wakes up to moaning and groaning. Frankenstein down the hallway. And so the whole mini movie would be Mickey Mouse running away from Frankenstein while Frankenstein's in the shadows of the dark house. Eventually, Mickey Mouse walks into a lit room, and it turns out Frankenstein was just sleepwalking Goofy, and Mickey Mouse just finally goes up to him and tries to wake him up. And Goofy just looks confused, goes to bed, and that's the end of the movie, or mini movie.
The mini movie. Not. Oh, I was muted. I was talking to you.
Yes.
The mini
You know,
movie,
we're
not to be
both- we're
confused
both
with the
screwing
mini
up.
movie. Not to be confused with the mini movie. Yeah. So it's a mini movie, not to be confused with the mini movie. It's a Mickey Mouse joke.
Does Minnie Mouse have a movie?
Probably not. Probably not. Uh,
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I've lost all my enthusiasm for this pitch after my camera didn't want to work.
it's also incredibly lagged out, so we hear you and then you start talking. But that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so
Wi-Fi.
Frankenstein, Mickey Mouse, you got a classic little turn of tails there. I'm surprised they've not done that already. So like that's how good that pitch is, that I'm surprised they haven't
That it
already
turns out
done that.
it's a sleepwalking Goofy.
Yeah, well, like the idea that like they're pushing Frankenstein
that'd be
into
funny.
Mickey Mouse, I think that's really cool. Like the fact that they've not done that is weird to me. I feel like they should have done that by now. But yeah,
It's
that's
Frankenstein, Pete.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
No, it's Goofy. It's Goofy. It's a sleepwalking Goofy. The reason why he's moaning and groaning and not talking is because he's sleepwalking.
Oh,
And just the shadows make him look like Frankenstein.
because you know how Pete's always nemesis in the movies.
Yeah, but why would Pete be in Mickey Mouse's house? Aren't Mickey and
Goofy, yeah,
Donald and Goofy sometimes roommates?
sometimes.
well, is there a way
Yeah.
that we could incorporate Pete into this? Maybe Pete's cut their power and that's why it's all shadows rather than normal lights, and that's why Mickey thinks it's Frankenstein.
Just so he can still be a menace.
Well, honestly, I think it'd just be the Mickey and Goofy kind of adventure. Maybe Donald ran out, just like saw the monster in the shadows, ran to the front door, or ran to his room, packed a bag, ran to the front door, grabbed a hat, ran off, leaving Mickey to his doom. But then turns out it's just Goofy. It's their first night sleeping together. It's dark and stormy. Goofy shows that he's a sleepwalker.
Okay. So, that was great. Let's move on to the next Halloween special for a Disney animated movie, and that's you, Doilet. So, give me
Ooh.
your answer, your pitch.
So I just pitched for an Encanto too. So the Marigolds are celebrating De los Muertes, and on that night, Casita, which is a house if you don't know, opens up its magical doors to all of the ancestral spirits, good and evil, and a trickster spirit creates chaos and fighting and all the rest of it, and Marigold has to join forces with her family as well as the good spirits to restore balance before morning. It's a similar kind of idea how the original movie is, but it's more focused on the ancestral spirits that have visited them.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a very self-explanatory pitch, for sure. Encanto's already pretty close to a nice little Halloween special anyway. So then, yeah, focusing on the spirits makes perfect sense. I don't even have any questions for this one. Guys, do you guys have any questions for this one?
No.
Actually, none of them.
I'm gonna
So
assume
it's kind of like Coco and Encanto mashed.
Kind of. Only it's not down in the spirit world, it's up here.
as long as I get to hear mi amor, I'm happy. Like, okay, and then there's only one person left to give their pitch. Dis, take it away.
Okay. So, anyways, mine is basically one of the Disney princesses. One of my favorite, Tiana. Instead of it is a parallel movie of The Princess and the Frog. It's basically, instead of being Princess and the Frog, it's as monsters. So they're all monsters, all of them. Every single person. They're not humans, they're monsters. And so the Shadow Man, Dr. Facilier, when he runs into the prince, Naveen, and turns him into a frog, instead of turning into a frog, they turn into humans. And so they find humans ugly and gross and disgusting. Like, why are you so gross looking? Why do you have peachy skin? Why aren't you like gray or furry or wrapped in gauze? So Tiana is at the party with her best friend Charlotte, and she wishes upon the star because she still wants to create her monster restaurant. And so they have to go through a different types of situations to turn back into the monsters that they are. Because she kisses the prince, because the prince is like, you have to kiss me to make me be a monster again, because he thinks she's a princess. And so she is also human now, and she's like, you turned me into a human! And so upset about it. And so they go through and they meet all the friends. Ray is a leprechaun, just a tiny little guy. The alligator, which I forgot his name because I'm terrible with names, he is a lizard person. And they just have to go through the story of Princess of the Frog as humans from the monster world.
Okay. Oh,
So
apparently
the
I was
Princess and the
apparently I
Frog
wasn't muted the
meets
whole way through.
Shrek.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm slightly confused at how she's become the human. Is it because she kissed the prince to turn him
Yeah.
into a frog?
So how she became the frog in the movie, that is how she becomes human. Because he's like, you have to kiss me so I can become a monster again.
And it passes the curse on.
Yeah,
Okay.
because she's not a princess.
I'm more with it now. Okay. So
I thought I
she's
said that.
no, you probably did. I was also making notes, so I might have missed certain bits. But yeah, okay. So he turns the frog into a prince. Prince tries to kiss someone that he thinks is a princess. Turns out she's not. She becomes human. Then she has to figure out a way to not be human, essentially, to be able
They
to run
have
her
to turn
monster
back
restaurant.
into different types of monsters. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that could certainly work. I don't have any further questions to that. Do you guys? That's a no from Doilet, no from Foxy. Sweet. So, let's see. I this is going to seem like I've done this on purpose. I fully haven't. First place has got to go to Foxy. His idea is literally something that I'm surprised they haven't done already. Like, how have they not done that? How have they not done Frankenstein within Mickey Mouse and it turns out to just be a sleepwalking Goofy? It makes so much sense. So I really like that. So, Foxy, you're getting first place. And then I've got two good pitches, which makes it really hard to pick a second and last place. Because they're both good pitches. Encanto and Coco. Or reverse Princess and the Frog. Just for the more details of it, I was looking down at my notes. Sorry, just for the details of it and the fact that we've got a bit more going on from what I got told inside the pitch. I'm going to give Dis second place on that, and I'm going to give Doyle last place on that one. So let me add those scores on for everybody. So we've got that, we've got that, and we've got that. And just like that, Dis is currently in first place with 7 points. Doyle is in second place with 6 points, and Foxy is in third place with 5 points. That's how close it is. 1 point between each place. And we've still got 2 pitches to go, so that could very much switch around entirely. So let's go on to pitch number 4.
It's the start of the pitch parade.
So the next pitch, I am looking for a brand new Halloween monster. Okay, I don't want your Frankensteins. I don't want your zombies, your ghosts. I want something brand new, a brand new Halloween monster. This time we are going to start. Let's go in reverse from last time, which I believe means we go Dis, Doyle, Foxy. Let me check my notes and check that's right. Yep, Dis, Doyle, Foxy. So Dis, what is your brand new Halloween monster?
Okay, so you know the Sandman. Some of his sand got trapped inside of a kid who was dreaming, and the kid just starts having only nightmares. So that piece of sand gets corrupted and becomes sentient and becomes nightmares. And so basically, the monster is a being created of black, just pitch black, grainy, kind of looks like the static of a TV. And he feeds off of negativity and scaredness and what's it called?
Fear.
Fright. Fear, fright, whatever. And he feeds off of fear. And anyway, so he is he corrupts any dreams and makes them into nightmares. So he is a nightmare creature.
Okay. My question to that is that not just a combo of Sandman meets Freddy Krueger?
He doesn't kill anyone that I know of.
How
Unless
about the guy
you're
from
to death.
Guardians?
Okay, well, that's your
It
monster.
literally scares you to death.
I had another one, but I couldn't figure out more.
What about the black guy from the Guardians with
Oh,
Sandman?
Pitch.
That's
Santa
exactly
Claus
what I
and
thought of.
that?
Pitch black.
Yeah.
He's basically the embodiment of night, darkness.
Okay. Well, let's.
What's your character's name?
Oh yeah, what is its name?
Goomity.
Sure. Okay. With that, we're definitely moving on to the next one. With that. So next is you, Doyle. So Doyle, what is your brand
Okay.
new Halloween monster?
So mine's the Lantern Maw. I don't know if it's necessarily brand new for imagery, because it's a towering figure with a pumpkin head, but instead of like it being hollowed out with black and kind of ominous looking, the eyes and the mouth actually have green flame in them, so they're lit up. And so the premise is it like stalks the roads, like trick or treat trails where kids frequent, and it only comes out Halloween night. But because it looks like a lantern, it lures kids into thinking they're safe. So when they approach it, their stomach is actually hollow like a lantern would be, where the light would normally go. And it sucks in these kids and consumes their soul, which actually is what feeds the fire, the skull. And it has to get enough souls to slumber for the rest of the year to be able to do it over again next year. But it lures these kids in by thinking that they're approaching a house that has a porch light, or they're a light that's safe. So they're tricked into thinking that they've got safety, but really.
Okay. I really like that. I really like the imagery of like the green light up flames inside of his mouth and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. I haven't got any questions for that. I really like it. Is anyone else? Oh, yes, that's Dormammu from the Lego superheroes, right? Is that Dormammu? I can't see your phone now, probably.
It's
What?
Pumpkin Bomb.
Oh,
Pumpkin
But
Bomb.
that's what I thought of. I immediately. The green and the orange is good. I like it. What's your monster's name?
it's a lantern maw. Just lantern maw. I
Okay,
don't know if I'd give it a name per se, but I didn't.
fair enough. Okay, so, Foxy, what have you got for your original Halloween monster?
Well, the more I think about your guys' answers, I guess it's more of a Halloween monster. I mean, I originally thought of it as a movie monster, but yeah. So it's a skeleton that just rose out of the grave, and it cuts parts off people and starts placing them where they go in the skeletal body. So a heart goes where the heart is, lungs. Does that every year. Or no, not every year. Until the remaining body parts on its body that it collected would decompose. And then it restarts its cycle of one night, takes all the parts it needs, goes to sleep, decomposes, does it again.
Okay. I mean, I didn't want to point out to you that your camera froze just because I found it more funny about the fact that it looked like you had an orgasm face going on. But like, I'm fully leaving it in. But no, yeah, I like the idea of skeleton just taking parts off people until it's got himself a full body. Yeah, I like that idea. Well, so when he's taking these parts of people, though, are they becoming the new skeleton as well? And they need to find a way to get these body parts, or is he just straight up killing them? And then there is an end result for them being gone.
I thought that too, but I didn't really think towards that. I think it would be a good idea that just it starts with one, then it goes to the next cannibalize each other until there's nothing left of each other.
He's stealing these
Oh.
parts basically to sustain, like to remain evil.
To just remain human. 'Cause
Guess.
he only
Yeah,
does it
yeah.
after he decomposes all the flesh and stuff. Decomposes.
So how long would it take him to decompose those?
That's a good question. How long does it take? I don't.
We're not
I'm
looking
gonna
up the
go
real answer to
incognito
that.
mode to-
No. We're not looking up the real answer to that. Okay, so
Oh, however
uh,
long it actually takes.
okay.
I meant the question in like is it an annual thing that it comes out only on Halloween because that's when it needs to replenish?
No, just well, yeah, Halloween, but on the year it's completely gone. So maybe 50 years. Wait, no, 3 years you decompose decently well. So maybe 10, 20, 50
Okay.
years. I don't know.
And it can
Just
only
whenever
come out
the
at
body's
Halloween to
finally
get these
skeleton.
parts. It can only come out at Halloween to get the parts. Yeah.
Halloween's all Hallows Eve, the haunted night, whatever, 3 a.m. I don't know, midnight, whatever.
Okay.
Definitely not those times, but definitely after dark.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So points.
I think Kubity lost.
So
And the monster's name is the Fleshbound.
okay. I mean, he's literally not flesh bound, but okay. So
Well, he's
Be
bound
like
to find
organ bound.
flesh.
he's searching for flesh, so he can once again be flesh bound. But
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna give the 3 points to Doilet. I really like the imagery of the lantern with the green fire coming out of his mouth and eyes. I like that. I'm gonna give 2 points to Foxy for the skeleton. Cool idea. I prefer the idea, like, you probably would have got first Foxy if you had said, like, when he takes a part from someone, they do become the next skeleton, and it's like it turns into a whole pandemic of all of these skeletons ripping parts out of people to try and become human, but it makes a bunch more of them, and it's like a constant cycle of creating more and more of these skeletons. That probably would have got you first, but
I thought about that, but I didn't really go that far.
and then 1 point to Dis for Sandman meets Freddy Krueger. Or what would you say it was?
The Goombity.
No, Black Knight, was it? Or what?
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black, there you go. Yeah. So for that, oh, nice tongue. Yeah. So
What are you doing?
He just froze.
so Doilet gets 3 points.
I had cinnamon
Foxy gets 2.
jelly beans. Ugh.
Oh, those. Yes.
You get 1. So the points are still
Grapefruit's the best.
1 point between you all. Okay.
Besides marshmallow.
So we have Doilet is currently on 9 points. We have Dis on 8 points and Foxy on 7 points. Which means if Foxy comes first in this last question and Doilet comes last, you'll all tie. That's how this works now. So if that order happens, you will all tie. I'm
And
hoping that doesn't
what if
happen.
people tie?
If people tie, I will figure out a tiebreaker question for you all, and then that will be the places you come. But for now, let's jump straight into the 5th question. And the 5th question is, let me get this thing. Picture Halloween episode for any TV show. So please start your pictures by telling us what TV show you're going to do, and tell us your Halloween special. I'm going to go to Dis first for this one. Dis.
Okay. You will see a common theme in mine because I came up with mine like yesterday. So my show is Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. So anyways, so the kids are messing around and the 2 boys get in a argument about what a spell does. And so Billy is like, you're both stupid, that's not what it does. And as she tries to explain what the spell does, the younger of the boys is like, you know what, I'll prove to you that I am right, and does the spell, and he turns the entire wizarding world into the monsters. Because like back in Waverly Place, I came up with these last night. Stop laughing at me. And so they have to go through different trials to become wizards, to make everything wizards again, but they no longer have their magic. So they have to find a way to become wizards again without using magic. And it's all because of the boys' fault.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're right. There is a theme. There is a lot of MonsterVerse going on.
I like monsters.
Okay. So, couple of feedback tips for that. The first one, I think you're right at who's going to be the one to cause all the troubles, because now that they've just got magic, the youngest boy, whose name escapes me, his name's either Milo or his actor's name is Milo, one of the two. But yeah, the youngest kid, he would definitely be the one to do that, because reckless, no, like, good decisions get made by that kid. So yeah, 100%, that's right. But I think it would be a bigger struggle for Billy than it would be for the boys to do these trials without magic, because the boys didn't have magic until literally at the end of the last season. And as when this is released, the new season will be out. As recording, that has not started. So yeah, but then doing trials, trying to turn everyone back. There's already monsters in the wizarding world, so I guess it's
Yeah,
just turning.
Yeah, they become a monster from the Wizarding World where there are different monsters. And so Billy will have a hard time because she's always had magic, but the boys will also have a hard time because they have to work with the monster that they are. And so they will have to learn how to do things as that type of monster as they're going along trying to fix everything.
I thought of a really funny idea, which is that the monster that Billy becomes is, I can't remember what the monster is, but it's the monster that Roman had a crush on during season 1. And has her, and he keeps trying to hit on her, and she's like, "Still Billy," and he's like, "Right, yep." Like it just keeps happening, like as a recurring joke. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, yeah. Unless either of you two have any questions, I doubt you guys. Oh, you do, Foxy, gone.
I haven't watched that show since back in the day when they started that whole thing where they disbanded their parents and they had to find their dad's wand to fix everything they broke. Like
The movie?
that was years and years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the movie, and
Years
that's not
ago.
the same
That
show,
was the last
Foxy.
time
Foxy, that's
I've
not the
never
same
even
show.
seen the show.
So you're talking about Wizards from Waverly Place. This is Wizards Beyond Waverly Place because they've done a spin-off since where it's Justin's family. So that's the show that Dis is discussing here. So Justin has a normal wife. He no longer does
I'm
magic.
just saying that.
But yeah, no. Cool. I like the pitch. Let's go
Also,
to
Dis, if you like
Go on.
if you like monster things, did you know the creator of Dracula and Frankenstein had a bet to see who can make the scarier book?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next pitch. Let's get Laggy Cam out the way. So, Foxy, you're up next. What TV show are you doing? And then give us your pitch.
Transformers Animated. They already made a Halloween episode. It's like one of the first 5 episodes. Am I lagging?
Yep.
Okay. So do I have to redo everything?
You do now that you said that. Let's try and. Oh yeah, your video's there you go. I'm gonna give you the full screen as you're doing this, so that way it lags less. Start again.
Okay, Transformers Animated. Transformers Animated. They already did a Halloween episode, but I'm thinking because I saw something about them doing, if they'd had another season, there would be something about Optimus Primal. But so the episode would be treated like all the citizens are seeing Bigfoot around, and the Autobots are kind of curious about that too, kind of suspicious about it. So they keep following up on it. They get more details leading to Arachnid, and it turns out that she made Optimus Primal as her love toy would be a decent explanation because she can't have Optimus, so she made a copy of him in a beastly form. And so the whole episode would be Bigfoot reference, like there'd be the giant footprint, the fuzzy photo, but the Autobots eventually find out that Arachnid copied Optimus and that she just wanted to have Optimus to herself. They have to fight both of them. Optimus Primal gets defeated, disappears, acts like he was killed, but it's kid show. He probably comes back later on, and then Arachnid runs off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you gave a lot of detail there. I forgot to take notes. But I liked it.
You know, that was me on the spot, kind of.
No, I like it. I think it
I
has
like
a lot of
that show,
basis.
so I kind of understood.
I don't have any questions for it because I forgot to take notes. Do either of you guys have any questions? No, and that's a no from Dis as well. Your head's moving, Dis. Your head's moving. Okay, so in that case, let's go on to the final pitch. Doilet, what is your show and what is your pitch?
Right. So mine's on Stranger Things, but it's Stranger Things Trick or Treat. So this is years after the series finale. They're now all adults and they return back to their hometown for a reunion, but it's Halloween time. So the setting is the streets are decorated with jack-o'-lanterns and hay bales and kids trick-or-treating, just innocent things in Hawkins, but we know that Hawkins never stays quiet for long. So the premise is as well, they're trick-or-treating, kids are going missing. Their last known locations are where they had just visited homes with decorated pumpkins that were suddenly rotting overnight. And it turns out Dustin investigates, but he discovers that the pumpkins aren't rotting. They're actually hatching a new version of mini Demogorgon. And they're known as the Pumpling Kings, or the Pumpkinling, sorry. And they crawl out of rings, which they use the scent of candy to lure the children closer to them. They're not as fully deadly as full-grown Demogorgon, but they swarm. So with enough of them, they sedate the child and drag them into the tunnels under Hawkins. Also, at the end, when everything's like back to normal and they all think everything is fine because they obviously have to defeat these Demogorgons. It kind of gives a hint where a single candy wrapper is just in the middle of the road, like for the scenic view at the end, but the candy wrapper is twitching, kind of giving you the hint that maybe one pumpkinling has actually survived.
Okay. Okay, so that's the wrong one. There we go. Okay. So this is hard. There's 3 good pitches.
I haven't seen any Stranger Things.
Oh.
But I did like that. I like that.
The only issue I had with it was the name of the creature, because it didn't have demo in it. Because Demogorgon, Demo Dogs, Demo Bats.
Yeah, but these aren't Demogorgons in the full form. They're mini Demogorgons, so they're the pumpkin or the pump. I can't even say it.
Pumpkins. The pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. It was just, I love the show, so that was the
I had
only
to
issue
smell
I
my
had.
bowl of jelly beans to see if I'd be seduced by the smell of candy.
Just to
And
clarify.
yes, I would be.
I did not
just
know
had to
candy
smell-
had a certain
Yeah.
smell.
Some of it does, like chocolate definitely does. This has a little sweetness to it, and vanilla, all that stuff. Yeah,
So
caramel.
I know where I'm going to give the points. I'm going to give first place to Dis. I think that's out of personal bias for the show. I can't lie. I really like the pitch for the Wizards Beyond Waverly Place.
Well, there's no bias at all.
Then there's second place, that is Doilet, because I really like the pumpkins. And I'm really upset because I didn't want to give Foxy last place, but I really like the other 2 pitches like that slightly bit more than his, even though his was still a really good pitch. So I'm slightly upset that I can't give him higher than that, but that's because you are up against 2 really good pitches, bro. It's nothing to do with your pitch. And that puts us in a predicament. That puts us in a predicament because now Dis and Doilet are both on 11 points. Foxy, you're on 8. It's a respectable score. So I have to figure out a tiebreaker. And my tiebreaker is going to be that I'm going to give you a general idea for a Halloween movie.
Arm wrestle.
Well, they can't get on screen. But no, I'm going to give you a general basis of the Halloween movie. And I'm going to ask you guys to give me 2 lines to explain your entire story on the spot for this movie. Okay? So all these other pitches, you got to go away, you got to plan them. This is on the spot. So the general idea of the movie, it's a movie about Count Dracula's son. Dis, give me 2 lines to explain your story.
Count Dracula's son wants to become a king instead of a count.
Okay.
Is that 2 lines?
Yeah, that works. It works. Doilet, give me
Okay.
your story for Count Dracula's Son's movie.
He wants to become the new king, so
Yep.
he's going to. I do like that idea, but he uses more ominous ways to get there. Like he recruits every person that his father has done wrong, and uses them to build an army to
Okay.
overthrow.
So we have the victims
Wait, I
of
thought
Count
we were only
Dracula.
supposed to use 2 lines.
That was technically 2 lines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Lines of what?
No, not on YouTube. Can't talk about that kind of stuff on
no, I'm
YouTube, Foxy.
confused.
No.
confused.
You
Are
keep
you
your
doing
bad habits away from here. You're as bad as Harry from
Lines of
the
5
Sidemen.
words or lines of 10 words?
Okay. I'll let you off then. It kind of sounded like you were making some Narcos reference. But still,
Like,
I've got.
I quit wondering how many. Like, are you doing sentences as a line?
Yeah.
Or
Sentences as a line.
paragraphs?
Sentences as a line.
Oh.
But so we have the Count wants to be a king, and then we have rather than it being like the way I'm looking at this specifically said rather than it be a Count, he wants to be a king, and that's the journey. And then here we have Doilet that's going, he wants to be a king. Nothing to do with not wanting to be a Count. He's happy to be both. It's more of a case of he wants to be a king and how he does it. So
Yeah, more like not necessarily the king. I guess I shouldn't have said king because that does mimic this. I mean, in the sense is he wants to be the top dog.
yeah, okay. So top vampire.
Yeah. Because I thought I had already used my 2 lines, so I didn't get to explain it further. Because the reason he wants to be the king is because he wants to control his dad. He's like, "Fuck you! I'm better than you."
Okay, cool. Let's have that as your second line then, yeah? So your first line is he
Yeah.
doesn't want to be a count, wants to be a king, and the next line is because he wants to control his dad. So, that might change things actually. I was just about to name Doilet the winner, but that extra line has made me now think, do I want to go the other way? This is hard. It's harder than Foxy when he's watching anything. He doesn't have that much preferences. I
will get you demonetized right here, right now. Talking about my preferences. You shut up.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying you don't have much muscle, so I'm saying that you're not that hard. But yeah, there we go. See. But still,
Why you bullying me?
Count become the king so he can control his dad. Wants to become the lead
I think our
vampire
ideas are
and gets
similar.
his dad's victims. Okay. I have decided. Foxy, you received no points for this because you weren't asked. You weren't asked because obviously it's the tiebreaker. The person that has won the Halloween edition of Pitch Parade today is Doilet.
Woo!
So,
Yay.
yeah, I like the idea that he's using his dad's victims. That was the thing that sold it for me. Like, that's a cool idea. So, congratulations, Doilet. You have won Pitch Parade. Is there anything you would like to say to the people?
No.
I understand you
Thank
hate
you
the
for
people.
allowing me. I don't hate the people. I will say thank you for allowing me to participate.
No. You're absolutely welcome. Let me take you off of full screen now. So now it's all four of us. But yeah, thank you guys for coming along and giving me your pictures. Hopefully, you guys will be back in future episodes. And once we have 3 different champions of Pitch Parade, like I said, there will be a champions episode where it won't have a category given. It will just be a random set of 5 different questions, all from different categories. So that'll be fun. So Doyle, you are currently going to be in a champions episode. That is what you will be in there now that you've won.
Oakley dokley.
But you can keep people out of that champions episode by winning your other episodes that you will turn up in.
Fair.
Okay, Dis, you've got a bunch more times you can try and get involved. You can get into that champions episode. You're so close, so close. And Foxy, you gave some great pitches, but every time you gave a great pitch, there was always someone else that did a better pitch. Like, you had some weak pitches at the start, and then you gave the goofy one, which got you first place.
I have some good pitches for another one.
That's okay. That's
Right
okay.
here, good
We won't
pitches
talk
for
about
another
what
one.
episodes that's for because I don't know when I'm gonna be releasing each of the episodes. What I can say is that next month there will be another episode of Pitch Parade, and then the following month it's going to be December, so there will be a Christmas Day special of Pitch Parade, and then there'll be Pitch Parades going throughout the year once a month. So keep a lock on the channel. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. That way you can get all of these turning up in your feed. And if you hit the bell, you'll even be notified every single time that we upload here. But other than that, I'm going to let Doyle say goodbye to you for Pitch Parade.
Bye, everybody. Hope you have a fabulous day.